Just a short example today of the willful ignorance and the dishonesty of flat earthers. On Flatzoid's live stream today, this video was brought up from the channel P900 Coolpix. It's a panorama of the Isle of Man taken looking across the Irish Sea from a small hill behind Blackpool called Beacon Fell. And apparently it proves flat Earth, or at least disproves the globe, because we can see these hills that we shouldn't see because of Earth drop. Well, let's have a look at how dishonest they are being. So, if we have a look here, Beacon Fell has a height of 711 feet, and the little peak they're looking at, Cronkney Array La, I'll just call it Cronk from now on, has a height of 1,433 feet, and it is a distance of 85.5 miles. Now, according to P900 Coolpix, there should be a hidden height of 1,862 feet. How did they come to that conclusion? Well, they forgot about refraction. So let's go to Walter Bisland's Earth Curve calculator, put in 711 foot observer height from Beacon Fell, 85.5 miles distance to Cronk, and the target size of 1433 feet. And with zero refraction, we find that the hidden height is 1862 feet, which is exactly what P900 Coolpix has claimed. Now, if we actually then do what we should do and put it on at least standard refraction, we find that the hidden height goes down to 1370 feet, and we should see about 62 feet of the peak of Cronk. Now, hard to say from that how high that is, but it is not particularly high. But what we can do is compare it to another part of the video. So if we go back to an earlier part in the video, we see this peak, which is the peak of Snaefell, the highest point on the Isle of Man. Now, it can be identified as the highest point as you look across this panorama. There are also a couple of towers on it, so we know that that's what the peak is. Now, Snaefell has a height of 2,037 metres. So, going back to Walter's calculator, we put in a height of 2,037 feet, not metres. Apologies, I misspoke there. And we find that we get, oh, look at that, we get a target visible height of 666.666 feet. Oh, goodness me. And if we go back to the video of Snaefell, we see that Snaefell is, roughly speaking, about twice the height of these wind turbines. And if we go back to Cronk, Cronk could be considered to be maybe about 20% the height of the turbines. So we see that Snaefell is around about 10 times the height of Cronk in this image. And sure enough, that matches the 666 feet of Snaefell versus the about 66 feet or 62 feet of Cronk, roughly 10 times. So as you can see, it does actually completely match what we expect from the Earth at the known size with refraction. And here we have the view as generated by Peak Finder, and sure enough, we see the same thing. Snaefell here, almost the height of my cursor. Cronk, only a fraction of the height of my cursor, matching again exactly what we expect to see on the Earth. And sure enough, later in Flatzoid's video, he brought up another video by BMLSB69, the original maker of the Black Swan. And sure enough, in that video as well, here we are using an Earth curve calculator, which does not take account of refraction. So yet again, dishonesty. Apparently, refraction doesn't exist. Or as Nathan says, what was it? A no-atmo day.